What's up, guys, and welcome to Scrap Mechanic. And this is a game that I only found out about yesterday, but I'm really eager to get to play it because it looks like it's awesome. Like, it's one of those games where you get this huge assortment of materials and parts and different mechanical pieces, and you get to put them together however you want to really make anything, which is really cool. It reminds me a lot of Besiege, but I was kind of late to the hype train for Besiege. I never really got to be a part of it and play the game, so I'm really happy to be in on the ground floor for this kind of game. And today, I'm going to try to challenge myself. I've seen one or two people play this already, so I have a bit of an idea how it works. And I've seen people build cars and kind of little basic things. Today, I'm going to try to build a tank. That might be a bit over-optimistic. I don't even know if it's possible, but we're going to give it a try. And the building in this just looks so smooth. Having a good building system in a game is such a big deal, especially a game which is largely revolving around building. So you start off where you place this lift, and that's what you're going to be building all of your materials on. And I think for a tank, well, I want to make it largely out of metal, but I'm pretty sure weight does play a factor in some cases, so we're going to start with wood. And what you can do is you can rotate this around and just start building. You can build your platform however you want. That's going to be the base of our tank. I don't know how big I should build this. I kind of want to make it really big, just monstrous tank. Like I said, I haven't played a whole lot of this. I've seen it played by a couple of other people, which is what piqued my interest in it in the first place. The game isn't actually even released yet. The developers were really nice. They managed to give me a key before the game, which releases tomorrow, I think, or the next day. You can check a link in the description to Steam if you're interested in getting it, because I think it's going to be awesome. And now that we have that base on our lift, I think we can actually lift it? Yeah! Okay, we can erect our tank and start to build underneath it. So it's really interesting because it's difficult. You got to really think about what you're doing when you're building this. So if you want to make wheels, you can put a bearing there, and then you can put a wheel on it. And the bearing will drive the wheel, but that's only going to turn it. And we need to be able to turn it pivot-wise, or else we're not going to have any steering. So we actually need to come up with a bit more complicated system. I'm going to be a bit more overzealous, actually. We are going to use the big wheels rather than the little wheels, because we're a tank. You know what? We need it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a bearing here, and then we'll attach the wheel to that. So that bearing turning will give us our steering, which means this will be the front of the tank, because I think I want it to be steered by the front. And we're still going to use wood for this. I don't think there's, like, braking physics in this. There is weight, there is gravity, but I think if you put a ton of steel on a bunch of wood, it won't break like it's polybridge or something like that, so we should be all right. We'll put a bearing there and a wheel on it. And now that should be able to steer, and that will be the bottom of our tank. Now I just need to do that 5 more times? I think I want to have 6 wheels. I'd like to have them, or at least maybe we get 8 wheels. That would be really cool. Let's try that. I'm not actually playing the full version of the game either. I think that this is the sandbox mode, and then the way it's going to work is the base game is actually going to be a survival game, which sounds really cool. It's going to be very different, so you'll actually be able to, you won't have access to everything starting off. You can unlock it, you can find it, you can steal it from other players, there'll be multiplayer servers, and that's just a whole different dimension in this kind of game. I can't imagine how it's going to work, but people are going to have some pretty messed up things, and like I said, you can use all of these parts to build a base too. You don't have to build like on a vehicle. So if you wanted to, you could, build a door, build a house, build windows, build defenses maybe. I don't know if there's weapons in the game yet, which kind of doesn't bode well for the fact that I'm building a tank, but it sounds like it's going to be a damn cool game, right? Those are wheels? Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we need to be able to steer them and power them. So that's where your seat comes in. So you can lay down a seat. Like I said, this is going to be the front, so I'll probably drive somewhere up here. That's in the middle. Oh, good. I made it symmetrical. Awesome. And then you can actually put, I think one engine can power 4 wheels, but we're a tank. So I think I'm going to make it so we will have 1 engine for every 2 wheels. Now that isn't enough. If we got this going, nothing would happen. Nothing is automatic. You need to connect it all, and that's where this tool comes in, which is actually really ingenious. So the way it works is we're going to connect our seat to all of our engines, and that way, when we sit down, we'll have power over the engines. We can accelerate, we can brake, we can not have it drive away, that kind of stuff. It's all very important. So now that is going to be powering all of the engines, and then we'll lift this up and get underneath it. Our engines are going to be connected to our wheel bearings. We want to make sure these are all turning the right way. Yep, okay, going forward. And this engine is going to power these wheels going forward. Okay, you really got to be careful because, yeah, stuff like that will happen. That would have had us going backwards and we would have spinning around, totally confused as to what's happening. So now we have power to our wheels, we have acceleration, but we also need steering. And that is where you connect your steering wheel, which is your seat, to your turning bearings. And I think these need to be switched because their default is backwards. I saw that in the tutorial that they gave us as well. A little bit weird. Okay. So we should be able to give this a test drive. You want to take out your thing, remove that. And don't have it fall on you. Oh, God. It sounded like a tank dropping. And we'll just sit in here. Oh, I gotta turn the engines on. That's right. Okay, so we'll go to the engines. And they say not to start on the max setting because it'll flip your car over. But I'm not really one to follow, the norm. So we're just gonna start on max. We're a tank. We need all the horsepower we can get. These are like 10-cylinder engines, right? Okay, there we go. Now. Love the ragdoll that my guy does. Oh, holy crap! Oh man, this is good. This is gonna be a quick tank. Yeah, screw spinning over. They're saying you're gonna flip over if you're in a light vehicle. And no, I don't think so. You can't steer with this shit. Ow! That's whiplash. No. Okay. Fortunately, they have a really good system in place where you can just pick up your vehicle and kind of run back with it. I don't know how the world, like right now, I guess I chose terrain over flat, so I'm guessing that there's lots of stuff out in this world, and this is what it will look like for the multiplayer, which is, it looks really good. I'm actually really impressed with this. Like, it doesn't need to be super realistic graphics. It has a style to it. It's kind of cel-shaded. I really like it. So I hope we still have our vehicle. Pretty sure we do. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we can just lay this back down on the jack. Like that, and it's back here. All right, now for the tanking part. So they do have a whole ton of different parts, and we are going to be using the metal to make our tank, and this is the part where it gets difficult, because I don't want to add any more weight than I need to, but at the same time, I want to make it look like a tank. I kind of want to have these like half covered, and then I want to have an encasement for myself, and a way to get into it, and a turret on the top. Can we move this down anymore? No, that's as low as it's going? Okay. You know what? I think we can make it work. Let me out. Let me out. No. Oh, come on. I don't want to break you. What if I just get rid of a couple pieces? Can I? Thank you. Okay, building is a bit of a hazard. Fortunately, we have infinite resources. It's coming together. You know what, that looks pretty tank-ish to me. I didn't want to cover the wheels the whole way, and they need to be kind of off the wheels to let them turn, because we don't have tracks, fortunately, and I couldn't think of any way to make one side go when another side doesn't. I don't think they have that kind of thing in right now. I would have liked to make it a little bit thinner as well. If we had made it probably 1 or 2 bricks thinner, like we didn't need all this extra space, probably would have looked a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. But, we'll keep going. I don't want to restart. $1 million question, can we get the roof on over us? Oh, it looks like we can. Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, let me out. There we go. Okay, no, we're still good. We're still good. There we go. I've made stairs so that we can get up on top of it. But this will be the enclosement, and I'm probably going to need, like, a peephole. We'll put that in afterwards, but this is so protected. You know, for a country with no enemies, I am going to be ready to go to war because this is like 6-inch thick metal shell. Okay, so that's going to be the start of our tank. And looks like something, all right. It's we can make it look like a tank. It's a little bit wide, it's a little bit weird. I think when you get a turret on it, that's going to be a big difference. So, we need to start building a turret. So, we're going to make it, I want to kind of make it a little bit bigger than a normal turret, I think. Something like this. Okay. Get a little bit over here. I think I saw pipes in the items as well, which would be perfect for our purposes. Oh, no. I'm also probably going to have to spend a few minutes cutting off as much steel as I can that isn't being used. I'm kind of just laying it down anywhere. Okay, like that. Now, items, and I think I saw, yeah, there's a bunch of different kinds of pipes. Large pipe long. Do we want a red turret? Is that the only one? Oh, this one, table support. I get a feeling the table support isn't going to be what I need it to be. Yeah, that's too small. Ooh, we probably could use that, though. These could be like the anti-personnel guns. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, but this is gonna be, oh, yeah. Exactly what oh, come on. So the tank is looking pretty formidable. I'm pretty happy with the way it looks, honestly. It's a little bit chubby, but you know, it's a first attempt. I'm really happy with the way that it's turned out, but the issue now is getting into it. I don't really want just some giant exposed thing that I can kind of like crawl into. That doesn't really do it for me. Oh, why did I do that? Now I need to get out. Let me out. There we go. So I think what I want to do is put a door in the back, and I don't really know how to make doors, but we're gonna learn together. I think the way it works is you can put a pivot. Actually, let's have it opening up. That sounds really cool. Okay, and then we'll put our door like this. I'm hoping that it doesn't just swing all of it now. I'm not sure how it's going to be able to distinguish, but we'll try. Okay, and then what you need to do is you can put a controller, and I'll probably put these on the inside. I just want to see if it works. And a button, and then we can hook up the button to the controller, and then the controller to the pivot. And the pivot is going to, okay, now we can use this. Cool. Okay, I think I got it figured out. So the way that this works is we are going to start at 0. Go back to 0. 0. Okay, and then we want it to open to 90, right? So it's going to start on 0, and to get in, I'm going to press the button. Yeah, and then I'll be able to, oh, I can kind of get in. Okay, we can fix that. Try that again. You open it up, and you get ready this time, and then you hit the button, and then you crouch and jump in, and you're in! All right! The inside is a little bit lacking. You know what? We should give ourselves a quick little dashboard. Tank Commander Duckington reporting for duty. He's gonna be manning our dashboard, and we even have a radio. I think it works. A little bit elevator music for your tank, and we have a sink back here, you know, if you ever need to wash the blood of your enemies off. But I think, are we on this right now? No. Okay, so we can just give her a go. Test drive? Oh, listen to the sound of those engines. This is so cool. Can I zoom out? I can zoom out. Yeah! Oh my god, it flies! This is way faster than I thought it would be! I should have made it so that all of the wheels steer rather than just the front two. Probably would have made the steering a little bit more crab-like, but this is wicked! This turned out way better than I expected. It actually looks like a tank, and it drives! My first vehicle actually moves! That elevator music is really killing my vibe right now, but this is just so freaking cool. Oh, let's run over some, oh crap. You know what, for being made out of 100% metal, it's still pretty light somehow. Let's run over some trunks. Ugh. Or not. Stopped in its tracks. Damn it. That's gonna be it for this episode of Scrap Mechanic, guys, and you guys will have to let me know what you think about it, because I do think it is gonna be a really popular game on YouTube, and it's something that I really enjoy playing. Just being able to sit down and spend an hour coming up with any ridiculous thing that you can is always a lot of fun. This episode was a little bit more restricted because I am learning the game, and I did try to build something specific, but in future episodes, I think I just want to sit down and make something ridiculous and then break it, and then make something else ridiculous and fly it around or something like that. There's so many possibilities. I'm really looking forward to playing more Scrap Mechanic. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. You gonna make me money, little guy? You are adorable. Pink slime, diet, everything. Oh, I need to feed them? What are you? Chicken! I got a chickadoo. So little and soft, you'd think they're filled with marshmallow. Oh, I want to ranch chickadoos.